Hey, what up, dogs? Welcome back to Garo Tech's Clicker Heroes. Roar! Let's get right back into it, shall we? Last episode. Stuff happened in Junk, and then this episode, more stuff is happening in Junk, and we actually, let's get back into it. So the road up to Cadmia, let me tell you, smooth fucking road. It's a road made out of linoleum, bro. That's how fucking smooth that shit was. It was so smooth I caught in like an episode of SpongeBob before I even came back here, and I was like, oh, Cadmia is all right here. Oh, look at that. I don't even need to fucking do blah 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 all that bullshit. So there you go, Cadmia, awesome. So I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling that this is gonna be a fucking smooth sailing to at least level 1,000. You know. So that's nice. That's good. It's a good thing in the sense that hey, at least I'm happy we decided to go for the Cadmia Guild as opposed to the Lilin Guild, which you know we have not solidified yet. We have to get to level 1,000 first to, like, you know, personally just be like, oh, okay, now we know for a fact that it was a good idea. But so far, all the signs are pointing to, oh shit, you made the smart thing happen. Smart choices going on over here. Okay, good stuff. So speaking of SpongeBob episodes, my girlfriend's doing this thing where she usually, because she only watches like 3 shows. It's her favorite shows of all time, and she just rewatches them over and over and over again until she's watched them like 1,000,000 times each. And one of them is SpongeBob. And usually what happens is she just continues watching SpongeBob until she gets bored. And then she stops and then starts on like Ed, Edd n Eddy or like one of the other shows that she's watching. But this time around she's like, you know what? I haven't seen any of like the new ones. You know, I know it gets like a little bit boring after like the 6th or 7th season, but she was like, I make a conscious effort to like at least finish it out, just so I could see like what else is going on, because I've watched all the other episodes like 1,000,000 times, so I haven't seen any of those other episodes. Maybe there's some gems up in there. Who knows? So I was watching while I was waiting for Cadmia to come up on that linoleum tile smooth sailing road, smooth road up ahead. We were watching an episode together, and it was an interesting episode. It started off like Mr. Krabs noticed that SpongeBob put like 1% more mustard on a Krabby Patty than usual, and he accuses SpongeBob of not getting enough sleep because SpongeBob was like, well, I did go to bed 2 minutes later than usual, so he called SpongeBob an insomniac. And of course, SpongeBob, being the fucking hypochondriac that he is, he was like, oh shit, I am an insomniac. And because someone told him he's an insomniac, he wasn't able to sleep like the entire night. Regardless, okay, that's just the basic plot of the story. At a certain point in the night, he goes to Patrick's place to see if he can help him go to sleep, and Patrick's not helping at all. He's like, he reads him some stories from a book called The World of Perpetual Excitement, and he sings him a lullaby from his childhood, which goes something along the lines of get up, be active, get up, be active, get up, don't lie down, get up, don't lie down. It's you know, it's that new kind of comedy that SpongeBob is known for, where it's sort of like a little cheesy and not super 100% like crazy and random and stupid like it used to be in the good old days. But I was getting into it. It was an interesting episode. And then SpongeBob, after all this stuff, he yells at Patrick, saying like, none of this is helping. And Patrick gets a little indignant. And this is like some of the best. It's not even. I'm sure it was like an improvised sort of like, you know, meandering. But Patrick, or the voice actor for Patrick, was just like, what do you want from me? It was a funny like series of like ululations coming out of his mouth. I was very impressed by the voice actor there. It was a very good job reacting to that situation from an acting perspective. It came off as really, really funny and very, very in character. And he was like, "What do you want from me? It's not like I got a magic wand that I can wave." And he goes off screen. And then he comes back on screen. He's like, "Or do I?" And he has a fucking magic wand and a fucking magic cape or some shit. And for some reason, it just caught me and my girlfriend like off guard, like 100%. And it was like the fucking funniest thing in the world. To the point where we had to watch it like 3-4 more times because it was that fucking hilarious. I suggest you watch it yourself. I forget what season what season that was from. Season 8, she's saying. Season 8. I forget the name of the episode, but it's the one where you can't fall asleep. Once you start watching the episode, it becomes like very apparent which episode it is. Sorry, what was it called? Oh, it's called Spongeniac. In Spongeniac, there you go. It's so if you want to look that up on Wikipedia, I highly recommend it. It just catches you off guard. It's really fucking hilarious, and the voice actor does a really good job with the lines and the subject material and a little bit of improvisation going along with it. I thought it was just like a really nice gem in like the later seasons that you wouldn't have noticed if you're not keeping tabs of everything SpongeBob that's been going on recently. So that was fun. That's a good time. In my Pokemon's game, I finally got to the next city. Hoorah! You know, only took me like 30 fucking hours of gameplay before I finally was like, alright, let's at least progress the story instead of doing all this fucking side shit over here. A little bit. And, wouldn't you know it, this city, what was it called again? Hold on, because I have my Game Boy right here. What's it called? Oh fuck, I can't, sorry. It's like Ha'olui or some shit like that. It's literally like the second, or it's even like the first city in the game, because you don't start off in a city, you start off in like the outskirts of Ha'olui or so, whatever it's called. You probably know what I'm talking about if you're playing the game alongside me. But so you get there. It's a nice big old city, but apparently there's like just fucking patches of grass, tall grass around there too, so you can actually catch Pokemon in the city as well. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? So there's some. I barely started. I only had like 2 or 3 encounters there. I fought a couple Wingles, but then there's a fucking Abra dog. So if you're wondering if there's any ways to what's it called? To start off fucking strong here, you start off with the fucking Abra like right off the fucking bat. So yes, there is a way. I don't know if like I got just super lucky. It's like a super low percentage chance of happening. Once again, I only had enough time to play a little bit of the only do a few of like the encounters in the grass before I needed to get back on here and do a little bit of the Cadmia actions. But so far, so good. Abra right up in there, right in the beginning of the game. You probably get to a point where it's like, especially with the experience share, because they give you that shit early too. They give you that fucking experience share like super early. So especially with the experience share on, you could probably get that Abra all the way up to a Abracadabra. Sorry, its name isn't Abracadabra. Its name is Kadabra. I know that. Don't worry. But yeah, you can get it all the way up to a Kadabra pretty quick, and then just trade it with like a friend or like what's it called? You know, because me and my girlfriend are playing alongside each other. Not really, she hasn't started playing the game yet, but you know, theoretically we're going to. And but yeah, so just trade it with a friend or like someone you know, someone you live with, a family member, and then boom, you get yourself a fucking Alakazam super early in the game. Straight up, just coast and fucking kill all the people in the world and have a good time because it's Pokemon. Yes. Speaking of which, it is what day is this episode coming out on? This is coming out on Tuesday the 15th. 2 days until Thanksgiving. So, how are y'all gonna spend your Thanksgivings this year, you guys? I've gauged a little bit of my audience. Hold on 1 second. I've gauged a little bit of my audience here and there, and I can tell that some of you, maybe even most of you, come or hail from a different country than the U.S. So I don't know if they celebrate Thanksgiving in other countries. I know they have like Independence Days in like other countries, obviously, and I know for a fact like a few of them, like a select few of them, happen right around Thanksgiving as well, which is weird and coincidental, maybe, or maybe it's just like Thanksgiving was just like a random day that we chose to make our fucking day holiday to be like that. Maybe it has no historical significance, but and also, now that I'm thinking about it, Independence Day is like a completely different thing than Thanksgiving. That's 4th of July for us. Yep. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, apparently. But, once again, I have no idea if other places have a Thanksgiving Day. I mean, it makes sense if you do, because Thanksgiving is not about killing Native Americans anymore. It's about feeling thankful for what you have. So it makes sense that people might enjoy that. I don't know if you enjoy it to the extent that Americans enjoy it, though. Americans, this is our like national eat as much as you can day, because other people don't have as much food as we have. Don't donate food, though. Just eat a bunch of it. Or donate canned foods, and canned foods go to like homeless shelters and like orphanages, but also canned foods are chock full of sodium, so you're basically giving poor people heart problems. It's a fun little holiday. I enjoy it a lot. Support your local orphanage. Here we go. But yes, what are y'all doing on Thanksgiving? You hanging out with family? Yeah, you're hanging out with friends. Yeah, if some of you are in school or something, you guys going home from school, like college or something. If are you guys going home for Thanksgiving, skipping on classes, or if you live in a different state than your family, or you're going back home for Thanksgiving, which is it's a pretty normal thing to happen in New York City. People leave New York City and go back to where they're originally from to celebrate holidays, because no one in New York is from New York, really. So yeah, what you guys doing? Maybe post some stuff in the comments real quick, because I'm generally curious as to what other people do and experience during important parts of life. It's all part of me trying to be as unbiased and open-minded as possible. Who knows? Maybe you guys sacrifice a goat and shove goat's blood up your dick holes for Thanksgiving. For Satan. It's whatever you want to do, man. I totally support you and your freedom, because that's what it means to be American, being free to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Even if what you want to do is elect a president who's going to take away all your freedom. That's you can do that because you're free to do that. For now. Sorry, I turned that political for a second. I promised I wouldn't get political anymore forever, because fuck that, right? But there you go. So yeah, let me know what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving, because I'm genuinely interested in what my fans, my audience, and just people in general do during this time of year. It's a nice little festive time of year we're coming up on. Thanksgiving's coming up pretty soon, in a couple of days, and then soon after that is going to be Christmas, or not just Christmas, but all of the Yuletide holidays. And that's another rant for the next episode right there. You're like, Garo, you have a rant for Yuletide holidays? You're like, yes, I do, my man. Because there was a very interesting and thought-provoking article that I read in... hold up. Yes, that one's a good one. That I read on, wouldn't you know it, crack.com. That explains sort of this time of year. I don't know if I explained it on the channel yet, but I've definitely talked about it with other people before, and I think it's an important thing to know, especially since we're coming up on a time where a lot of people seem like everyone's divided, everyone's choosing teams and sides, and everyone's like their own perfect little snowflake individual, and everyone should just fucking accept it for what it is and eat lots of penises. So I'd like to address that next episode when I return to finish off Cadmia here. Hopefully she gets to level 1000 smoothly with some smooth sailing, because you know that's very important for what we're trying to do here today. Regardless, like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying the series thus far. I know I am, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.